Bro, it is Monday again. And what we do every Monday on this channel, we come on here, do analysis on two pairs, USD card and Hero USD, telling the next possible direction, bro. I've been dropping back to back trade on this channel. For those of you that are seeing my videos, I believe you are getting one or two little values here and there from it, and you are learning one or two from it, right? Yeah, let me know in the comment section which other pair apart from these two pairs I do analysis on, right? So before we continue, this chart you can see on my screen is USD NGN for those of my Nigeria brothers, right? Nigeria brothers on the chart, bro. You guys, this is your currency pair. Do you get? So well, I'm going to let's lift Naira now. Let's talk about USD, Euro USD, and USD card. So I'm starting from the monthly time frame. What do I think that this market is going to do this particular week? Now, you see now there are like 5 days in a week when it comes to trading, right? So if we are to look back at the previous 5 days, right, we had this on Friday, this on Thursday. So let me zoom in so we can see it properly. Okay, this is what happened the last previous week. This is Friday, this is Thursday, this is Wednesday, this is Tuesday, and this is Monday, right? So the market didn't really move that much within this 5 days period. So the market started around somewhere this level, right? And this was the move it made throughout that 5 day period. Now, the next 5 days period, what's the market going to do? Is it going to go push up or start dropping towards the downward side? That is what we want to find out in this particular video now. Is the next five candle, because this is on the daily time frame, the next five candle stick, is it going to be a downward candlestick, right? Or is going to start buying towards the upward side? Now, first off, one thing I want you to understand is that this market, right, was selling towards the downward side. Do you understand? So if you check, this market was in a sell trend around this particular level, yeah. So the market has been selling from this level, got to this particular point. Now, for those of you that understand market structure, you will understand that for a market to change structure, it has to, for it to change structure, for it to change, let's say, what I mean by structure, right? We have different types of structure in the market. We have the bullish structure, the bearish structure, the consolidating structure. Like this was a bearish structure. For it to change, it has to create a changing structure. And that changing structure is what is regarded as a chart pattern. So most of the time, for a trend to end, right? For a trend, either a downward trend or an upward trend, for it to end, it has creating like a changing pattern, a reversal pattern. And you see the reversal pattern it created on the higher time frame, which is this is the daily time frame. Don't forget. So anything I say here is almost valid. Do you understand? The market got to this point, created a low here, then got to this particular point, right? It didn't get to this point. But like if you have to look at it on a bigger space, you know that this is looking like a particular pattern, which is the double bottom. This pattern already is looking like the double bottom pattern, which is a change of pattern, right? Now the market created a high, yeah. You know this is a downward trend, and what is expected for a downward trend is a lower high. Now this market has created a low, sorry, a high, and these highs are getting lower. Do you understand? All the highs, this high is low, but this one is lower, this is lower, and this is lower. But guess what? The market now breaks above this high. This previous high it created, which is not creating like this form of change of trend. Do you understand? So this market to me, right, is no longer selling again, but rather more of the buying side. I will tell you when the market's if the market wants to start selling, I'll tell you that this market has started selling. No. Now, what are we expecting for this market for this week, right? I said before that, yeah, the next 5 days. What do you expect in the next 5 days, right? So in the next 5 days, what I'm expecting is this market to, because if the market, right, pardon me, if the market creates let's say it creates a low and it's going up to create a high, what you should expect, this is called an impulsive move. For those of you that are beginner, you probably don't understand what I'm saying, right? But for those of you that have been trading for a while, you should understand market structure. And if you're a beginner, you should learn market structure, right? You can learn market structure on YouTube. I also drop videos. I've dropped videos like that on my channel before. But if you want me to like create a video on it again and post it on YouTube, just drop it in the comment section. I'll be glad to do that, right? So you see this particular market, it has pushed up, but it has created the first low, It's now looking like it wants to create a high around this point here. So if this point is called, like if this point becomes our highest point on the daily time frame, right? If this point is our high, the market will most likely start selling down to within this region, right? That's what I'm expecting. The market will start selling to within this region to create a low, to create a higher low around this region here. So if we're not to go to our daily time frame, so let's go to our daily time frame. I don't know how far this market is. You see that I have bust it up before. Sorry, I have bought it up before. So I'm expecting this market to start dropping down to around this region here. So if I'm to delete this was the level I mapped out last week. I'm to delete this. So within that region, so it can a little bit break it because this box is small, right? So if I want to make it wide a little bit, I can just drag it down like this. Do you understand? So I'm expecting the market to drop to within this region and then either tap this level and start buying towards the upward side. This is what I'm expecting for Euro USD this week. Now, but what can happen? That can happen, but this can also happen, right? So now this particular market we are seeing here, right? A break of this market. That's if that doesn't happen, because that's my setup for the next this thing. So what you should be looking at as a trader is if the market fails to take out this level, right? If it does not take out this level, be looking for a sell towards the downward side, or be looking for how you would enter selling towards the downward side. But right now is not the best time to start selling, right? Right now is not the best time to start selling. For those of you that understand entry strategy, that have like a defined entry strategy, right? You can literally just use your, like if you see an entry signal for a sell, you can literally start taking sell towards the downward side. But if that does not happen, right? If the market end up breaking up, like when I mean breaking up with not a fake breaker, not a fake breaker to you break up towards the upward side with either one full day or 2 days towards the upward side, would not be expecting something like this. A break, right? If it breaks probably a little bit up, then we'll now be expecting the market to come to retest this particular level and we'll continue buying towards the upward side, right? Well, the levels I want you to take note of is there's a level here, which is this particular point here. So the market can start buying, break up, get to this particular level and retrace towards the downward side, or it can start dropping towards this particular side. Either ways, we are active. But right now, it's not the best time to sell or buy. Just wait. Right now, today being Monday. So now let's go to USD card, right? Bro, there's a trade I called on USD card and it was a killer trade. Now, USD card should be self-explanatory. The market has gotten to this support level, right? It's either it start buying up the support level or it breaks the support level and continue selling towards the downward side. But most likely, the market is going to start buying to around this region to retest this level. And if this market, I keep telling you guys, if this market is buying towards the upward side, right? If it's buying, Euro USD would be selling. So this week, we should use this week to buy for USD card and sell for Euro USD, most likely, if all things being equal. This market is most likely going to start buying towards the upward side. So for those of you that are like more of into the lower time frame, you can go on the lower time frame and start looking for trade opportunity towards the upward side on USD card and trade opportunity towards the downward side on Euro USD. That's like literally the best thing. I'm giving you A plus quality information, bro. This is like Trump form of information, bro. This is an insider information. Dead ass, bro. I beg you, I'm not an insider trader. I'm just a normal retail trader. So just so you know, because me they not go pick me, tell me say, oh, this is what you said online. So what I'm expecting is a continuous buy towards the upward side. I said it around this point here that this market was going to buy, get to this point and start selling. And this was exactly what happened. So the same thing, start buying towards the upward side, right? Then start selling. But if it does not, it will just continue selling towards the downward side. But most likely, this is around this region. If it gets to this point, that's what I'm looking forward to selling the market, right? Whether I'm right, that's when I'm looking forward to selling the market. So let me know your own thoughts about these two analyses I've made. So let me know your own thoughts about these two analyses I have made in the comment section. And if you would like me to make analysis on any other pair, just drop it in the comment section. I would simply just add it. These are like literally the two pair I do analysis on for my YouTube, right? So this is, if you check, this is like YouTube pairs. I have like a whole bunch of watch lists. Do you understand? Like I have the third grade, I have the second grade, and I also have my first grade pairs. Do you understand? So like I have like different pairs I do analysis on, not just this two. So I do these two just so my videos won't be very long and won't bore you guys out. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new here, my name is Trader Chris. Write my name in capital letter in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.